Hello there, and we are playing some 7 Days to Die. Hopefully my microphone issue is fixed and you can hear me a little bit clearer. So we're going to get right into it. I've been playing this game quite a while, I'm pretty familiar with it. And we'll start a random seed here. Just give a couple hits on there. We have the East Jasi Dewey County. Let's go into it. The world generation in this game has really picked up the pace in the past few years. This used to take a very long time to load a new world in. It still takes a bit. It's a pretty large game. Everything's randomly generated. The basics on this game is immediately get a base set up, preferably near a trader. Get as much supplies as you can, food and water. Try to get a cooking pot so that you can boil water, and get a water collector on the go. Water used to be a very easy thing to come by, and with this update, and I think it was 2 or 3 before this, they've made water a lot harder to obtain, so you don't have jars anymore, which when you drank something from a jar, you would actually get yourself an empty jar, and you can fill it up from a water source. That is not the case anymore. You can only get water from looting, I think boiling down snow with some other ingredients, and from a rain catcher, or a dew collector. Well, I usually tend to go assault rifles and machine guns. And my secondary is usually melee weapons. Hoping for a decent seed here. Some of the seeds I've had in the past have been absolutely horrible. And here we go. All right. We'll read the note here. Note from the Duke of Navisgain. Just a friendly reminder that you pay on time. Every time, or there will be consequences. Next time, we won't be so nice. Thanks for the gear, but you still owe us. See you soon, the Duke. So the actual single-player storyline has not been implemented yet. So this is basically a free roam sandbox with zombies and survival mechanics. It is multiplayer as well. So points of interest are buildings, watchtowers, anything out in the wild that sparks your interest. You can do jobs for the traders, which will lead you to one of these. So right now, open up the challenge window. Perfect. So we'll move on here, and it wants me to get plant fibers. Some wood. And just like Minecraft, you punch a tree. But realistically, it's a lot easier just to get the bushes here. And some small stems. So the tutorial highlights stuff, and that can be used to cheese finding honey. To a certain extent, anyway. After the 5 jars, then you can't actually have the detection on that. And you get honey from tree stumps. That is very important because if you have an infection, you need honey to clear that up, or antibiotics of some sort. Right here. Well, I don't have an axe yet, but I soon will. And we'll craft that up. Pop that in the inventory and see if we get honey. This is a random chance. Not very likely I'm going to get it. And nope. So, we need some more small stones. So your axe actually works as your building tool from the start, which you can upgrade them to build quicker. And it is a decent stone mining tool for the time being, until we get a pickaxe. Eventually an auger. Yeah, I guess that is grand. So we will... there we go. That's what I was looking for. Pop on some armor. And we'll claim these rewards. Now we want to make a club, which I have the materials for already. Perfect. Grab a little bit more stone while I'm here. Always comes in handy. Oh, and our first zombie. Right there. Perfect timing, because I have a club for you. Very lucky, dropped a loot bag. That is, that's interesting. That never happened to me before in a new start. That is a random chance. Oh, we do have the materials for a bow. Get that on the go here. Bow on the go. And we'll get some arrows. So, feathers from nests out in the wild will get you your feathers for your arrows, wood, and stone. Better versions are available, so you get a forge opened up. Oh, yes, where are you, buddy? Oh, man, I got a plague swarmer after me or something? Or bees now a naturally occurring thing there when you go at stumps. Wow. I did not know that. This new update 2.0 has a couple of little extras added on. I know in the desert there's an enemy that actually shoots them at you. So not only do you got to deal with the enemy, you got to deal with swarms of bees or locusts, possible. Alright, we will clear this up. Now it should send me to a trader. Perfect. And loot items as we go. Getting pockets early on is a very handy thing too. Once you fill your inventory to these darkened out ones here, you're actually going to move slower, burn more stamina carrying that many items. So you either put down a drop chest at the location and then cart back and forth, or just don't take so much stuff. I'm a loot goblin, so I usually put down the chest and store it, and eventually I'll get back to it. Down in the bottom, for anybody that's new, the top purple bar is your experience for leveling up. And the bottom green bar is your hunger level, and the blue one is your water. As them lower, they get to a point where it actually affects stamina and other things, so it can be very bad if you start running out of the essentials. Come on, go Dan. A little bit armored here with the helmet. There we go. It's always slow going at the start here. Actually got a few levels here for running the tutorial. Let's see. Usually I put them into Miner 69er and Mother Load. And we'll get one into Pummel Pete and one into Strength. There, we hit a little bit harder now with the club. Way better. And the challenge complete. 2 actually. Nothing in the secondaries. Some nice yucca fruit. Ooh, burning shaft mod. Very nice. Good start. So far, anyway. Things go very bad very quickly in this game. Sometimes finding a certain blueprint, you can play for a very long time and not find that blueprint. You'll end up having to buy it from a trader if you get lucky. And we'll just leave that alone for now. Little military medic base. Where are you? Ooh, 1 hit. Another crawler over there. Let's chuck right by them. U.S. fire post. What just happened? Oh, we must have hit a mine. I was gonna say, what went on over here? He definitely did hit a mine. There's one right there. Eventually you can get a skill book, which will let you walk over them. But if I walked over that right now, I would be looking like him. Always good to keep an eye out for stuff like that. Of course, the name of the game is 7 Days to Die. If you're not familiar with that, every 7 days you have a horde come in. So you want to have a horde base built. Usually not where you're storing all your items and doing your crafting. Although you can if you like. I prefer to have it off to the side. That way nothing gets damaged if things go bad. Lose a lot of items that way. See if we can get this chicken here. I got him. So, we don't have a bone knife yet, but we will soon enough. Let's see. Might need more than that. Oh, we do. We do indeed have enough. Awesome. So that increases your meat harvest, and there's better knives. As you get better tools, your work that's put in, you mine faster, and you get more out of it. There's also some items that will increase the yield. Oh, swing and a miss. Come on. Tough one. Always nice to have honey early on. I'd really like to get a jar of honey. If I can get that, I'm going to be pretty set for the early game here. And no luck. Sham sandwich. Another stump for a chance at honey. Come on, honey. And another one, we might as well keep going here. This is a very beneficial thing to have. If I can cure an infection, honey does 5% and below, so if you catch it early on, you're not going to be in a bad way. Look at this guy over here. What are you doing? Oh, yes. That's a pretty big military base, I think. I'm not going to mess with that. I actually see a couple soldiers there that are dormant right now. But if you go close enough, you will trigger them. Ah. Well, that's that dealt with. Making a ruckus over here on the fence line. Good bundle of feathers. We might pop some more arrows and go here just to have them. 7. Ah, yes. Wow, this is a very, very small area. Okay, it might be opening up into a town here. This is almost like a pit stop area, I think. That wouldn't be very good. There's a bit of a town here. It's not very big. I don't know if I want to start a starting base here or not. Maybe just a little makeshift for the night. Should be a way, way bigger area. It's going to save a lot of traveling to... Come on. There. Yeah, it saves a lot of traveling being closer to a bigger town or a city. Loot cars. Also break down cars for parts. Cooking magazine, nice. That is a bunch of crawlers on this. Yep, they just spawned in. Just wondering if they changed that. Whiffed it. I find the bow and arrow is leaves a little bit to be desired on hitboxes. Look, I can aim this right at them, and sometimes this will just miss. Now, that was a miss. That I take responsibility for. That was good, yeah. No, we don't want to hit him with the can of beans or chili. Don't want to give him the beans. Come on. Stamina is so very low when you start off here. It's very nice when you start getting levels up into making me able to swing a little bit more. He is some tough. Gee, come on, buddy. Oh, rat! Look at him. She wanted me. Vehicle book. That's going towards being able to craft vehicles. Need a certain amount to craft certain things, such as bicycles, mini bikes, motorcycles, jeeps, and gyrocopters. So we'll head and direct. A couple of things to loot here. See if we get lucky on some books. I really do like the learn by looting system, so you're kind of stuck if you don't go out and loot. You can't just kind of turtle at your base until very late game when you have everything already geared up. As your game stage increases, when you level, you get into certain biomes that are more dangerous. You will definitely run into problems if you aren't leveling up. Some concrete there, that's very handy. Sand, oh, pile of food, hook and book, and some sliced pears. And nothing in here. Sometimes these trucks are good, and sometimes they are destroyed. One's good. Another vehicle book, nice. And here's Rack.
Wipe that smirk off your face. Doing one job doesn't make us pals.
It's a bit of an asshole.
Got it. Let's make a pact.
We'll do buried supplies, but I will check this out,
What?
see if we have
You got
anything
a
to sell.
Crush on me or
I'm
something?
gonna hold on to too much right now. Vitamins are good, then prevent infections when you have them on you before an infection. Let's see here. Don't we need steroids are also very good. I don't know where I picked that up. Pipes. Yeah, most of the things here are actually very handy to keep hold of right now.
At goods, and that's well. Look,
Oh,
who
what's he got on
decided
the
to
go
show
here?
their face again.
A cooking pot would be very handy to have. Also a cooking grill.
Well, there's the fucking door.
That allows me to
Why don't
boil
you
water
use
with the
it?
cooking pot. Yes, buddy, okay. There, dealt with you. There's a stealth mechanic as well, if you can get the drop on some of the ones that are dormant. Ah, look at you. There we go. And bam. So, right now I want to do this buried treasure. But it'd be very nice to have a little starting base here with a bedroll, so I don't have to walk the whole way back if something does go bad. When you do die in this, you get sent back to your bedroll or your last position that you were. Or a random area close to your death bag. Your loot in it, and you get a experience penalty that you need to work off by gaining experience. I'm carrying way too much stuff. Do I have enough here to make a wooden storage crate? Yes, I do. Alright, so not the levelest land, but right over here seems good enough. It's fairly level. We're not going to be here long, but it looks of this town until I check it out. Might be worthwhile, might not be. Punch the chest for no apparent reason. Alright, so food is looking low. Pears gives us a little bit of water and food. This gives us a little bit of food and... oh, no water out of the yucca, okay. Perfect. So, the can of chili is going to stay. Torch can go. I barely ever use torches. It's not a lot of times. And once you get a helmet flashlight or a flashlight, you're good to go for darker areas. You know, I don't even know if I want to claim this, but I guess I'll get it out of the way. The mission there up top. And a land claim block. Too much, not going to be here long. You can activate your borders to know where you're building into your claim. Online, that is very handy to have. If you build outside of a claim, other people can come and destroy your stuff. Inside of a claim, they cannot. I'm not sure if there's a server option for Anarchy where people can go into your claims and do stuff, but and I might also be mistaken there too. I know there was talk a long time ago about having it just take a very long time inside of a claim to do anything. Big fella here. Back up and hit. And get a knife out. Knives can get a little bit of bleeding damage on. Be careful because it's very close range. You can hear him yelling there. That's the bleed damage. And he's dead. I would really like to get that honey. There we go. Just got it. Perfect. Yes, this is looking like a very small town. Not sure I like that. You can base up in one of these buildings too. You can do church build and stuff, but I don't know. I just like free building. I'll try for another honey. Oh! Oh, bees. Okay, yeah. The bees! Oh, God, the bees! Oh! Oh, not bees! Anything but the bees! Oh! I actually got stung in the foot there the other day, 2 or 3 days ago, walking along on the grass barefoot, so... Yes, the bees. Not too fond of them. I have an affection. Not good. But guess what? Oh. I picked up another honey, too. Very good luck. Thought I wasn't going to have anything after that. Yes. Come on now. Ah! This town might be bigger than I think it is, but still I'm not liking it. So, we were collecting grass for a bedroll just to put one down, so that we're a little bit close. Don't need to be right where I need to be. Pop that bedroll down anywhere. Alright, building blocks. Get some on the go here. So I'm going to take a quick run through this town and know if it's worth building something here that's going to be semi-permanent until we move to another biome. If this is big enough, or I will just set out tomorrow and go to another town. Find one I like, I'll build there. Very close range with the knife. And he's going turbo. Nice. Armor fittings mod. Decreased movement and stamina penalties. Good thing to have. Also have some painkillers if we get a concussion. Certain medical items for certain things that can happen to you. Splints and casts for broken legs and arms. The only thing that helps a sprain is actually using a steroid. Ooh. Nice. Tier 2 club. Repair that up. And I need a rock to repair that, but that's fine. No big deal. As long as our club's good, we're good. Mailboxes. Also very handy. So, you're going to pick up a lot of books in these or some paper. I'd rather the books. Yeah, this town is very tiny. Stealthy sprinting. Sneaking quickly without getting exhausted takes practice, but isn't impossible. Use no stamina while sneak sprinting. Very good. Sneaky sprint right there. Check out the composter. And what's in the school bus? Some glue. Glue is handy for making duct tape. Glue and fabric. Or cloth. Who's grumbling? I heard you. Ah, yes. Couple of hits to the noggin and you're done. No more grumbling and moaning for you. This town isn't too bad. It's fair size. There's money. Ah, coffee, yes. 10% more from all ores when you are drinking coffee. I always like how they kind of just spawn in front of you sometimes. I don't think that's a graphics issue. I think that is just the way the game is. Make a journal. No sense carrying it around, taking up space. Metal chain mod. That's good. Better knockdown power on your club if you install that. Haha, I see what you done there. Okay, well, we're heading back. Yeah, this town is very small. I figure if I make a base here, that a lot of my missions that come up from the trader are going to be in another town entirely. One that's possibly close to this, but probably not worth too much while. Alright, drop off some of the items I got here. Let's quite a bit, actually. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. That's better. Alright. So, I need lots of wood. Quite a bit there. 172 blocks is good. And we'll start cutting down some trees and get a makeshift little box built with a door on it. Oh, the stamina. A lot quicker to get rid of these with a knife. Especially if your stamina isn't completely drained. Bushes and rocks, cotton, goldenrod, and chrysanthemum flowers will block buildings, so you kind of got to clear out them. But grass won't, like this stuff. A bush will, that will block you from building, and that. That will block you. I don't need to go too big here anyway. It's just a little base. Just to get some walls between me for the night. Alright. So. 2, 3. It's nice that you can pick these up as you lay them when they're in a chipboard form like this. Once you upgrade them to wood or anything else, you cannot do this, so... 2, 3. 2, 3. Perfect. Symmetrical. I like proper engineering, not architecture. Things that are centered and not all over the place. As long as we have one block, we are pretty good. Now, if I'm going to put down a floor here, or I can just do this. That's a cheaper way of doing it, less materials. You can dig out the floor, you need clay anyway, so you're going to be digging dirt regardless. And we can just fill that in with wood. So when your block turns red here or yellow, that means that you're getting to your point where your structural stability isn't good and things will collapse as you place them. Nice. Line this up. Perfect. And there's our makeshift little hut almost done. You really don't need a roof onto this unless a horde comes by and you get 5 or 6 stacking on top of each other. They might push themselves up over, but they can't really climb. So where's that shovel? I thought I had a shovel. I do have a shovel. Here I am going with an axe. You don't use an axe for a shovel's job. Alrighty. So that's basically it. I can make a door here. Something to get in and out with. I prefer putting my door on the outside so you can oh, yeah. I'm thinking of rust. Okay, down with the door. So I don't like having this pocket here on the outside of my wall because the zombies will actually get stuck in here and you have less visibility of them. So that's what not to do. Let's right click the place and left to rotate. Which I've been playing games where it's the complete opposite, so that was a 50-50. But no big loss, other than the axe breaking. Which is easy enough to fix. And that's repaired. Just a little bit of a waste of time. I'm going to have to take this frame out. There. Now, as I was saying, you rotate with left. There we go. So now the door is flush, right? So when a zombie comes up, at least you can get kind of a shot from an angle. You can also do tricks here with different building shapes. Just go into your shapes. You have many things to work with. I could put a pole in each corner and then have a little shooting gap to maybe hit that from a certain angle. You know, have a little jut coming out here or something. Usually they go for your doors, but they can hit any block. Well, I definitely don't have enough wood to upgrade this, but upgrading is a right click, hold it in. The axe takes 3 swings to get something done. Hammer is 2, and the nail gun is instant pretty much. This is a good sized little starter base. I could have made this a lot smaller if I was going to move, but I'm not sure if I'm going to yet. I might run a couple of missions here and check out the area. It should push me into another town anyway. And out of wood. So, go cut down some trees. What am I looking at for food and water? I could speed this up if I've got better stamina. We will have that can of chili, I believe, or something of the sorts. There, so the only benefit to me having done the buried treasure is I would have actually had the cooking pot or the grill grate, depending on what I wanted, as well as selling some more items, maybe looting one of the POIs just to get some on the go. You can find the pot and the grill as well. But it's no rush. I'll survive the night off of what I've got here. But it will be a little bit dire in the morning. I mean, you can go out at night, but things get a little bit more faster and a little more aggressive. This is one of those games that starts off very slow, but as you start getting upgrades and such, things speed up a lot. Your travel speeds up with your bicycle and getting your gyrocopter. You can just fly everywhere. No obstacles. As well as tools too, upgrades, so things go a lot faster for you. There's mining in this. You can go underground. You can make underground bases if you'd like. You can make a tunnel the whole way underground across the base that you can drive a vehicle into if you want. If you want to put that much time into it. Ah, yes. Nothing like carpentry. With an axe. Hitting it against some cubes of chipboard. And voila! A nice wooden frame. So at 2200, which is coming up, it is going to be nighttime, and I don't want to be running around outside too much at this point. I'm very ill-equipped for that at the moment. Club and a bow and arrow is not what you want. Nice to have at least one firearm or two. More wood. Oh, I'll be alive. I'll be alive, Rick. So, with some finishing the structure, it's going to be nighttime, and I am going to wrap this episode up. Just so that it doesn't become too long. And I will be definitely making another one shortly. And the last one. There, that's safe enough. And it is now officially nighttime. Well, we will pick the rest of the night off here, and the next day on the next one. Thank you very much for watching and getting this far. And that's about that. Just having a little look here, seeing if there's any hordes sneaking up. Sometimes they're crafty. Alright, bye.